Hey everyone, welcome back to the tax show for people who owe. I'm Dave.
And I'm Phil.
And today we're going to talk about people who don't owe. Yeah,
really?
We are. There's some of those, believe it or not. And in fact, believe it or not, we get that question quite a bit. And what is that question, Phil?
Where's my refund?
And quite often, unfortunately, taxpayers who owe may not be getting a refund this year, even if they're due a refund. So Phil, that might make sense to you, but that doesn't make sense to the average American.
That's fair.
Okay, so let's unpack that. So 2024, I had taxes withheld.
Okay.
I filed in 2025. I'm due a refund. Why are they taking that away from me? Why are they intercepting my pass?
Well, it's because you owe them. You owe them money. It's the most likely reason, and the most likely reason we have to explain to our clientele, taxpayers who owe.
So we represent folks who owe. So at some point they've owed for prior years.
Correct.
And then, so if they file to claim a refund, even if they hadn't filed, we see those refunds withheld. Is that right?
That's correct.
So what does the IRS do in that situation when I try to grab a refund from my most recent year, but I have other years that are unaddressed?
It's an offset program. Basically, they're going to apply any refund owed to you and apply to the year that's most favorable to them, usually the oldest year that you owe.
Okay, so what if I didn't file in those years and there's no balance?
So typically in that situation, what I often see is refunds being frozen and held just in case some of those older years do have a balance.
Got it. So will the IRS file for you in those situations? What we know as the SFR in a prior episode?
They can, especially if you let it go on too long. You'll get plenty of letters reminding you, hey, Phil, you didn't file. Please send us a copy before they do that. And that'll establish your balance, even though you may, in your mind, I never filed a return.
Got it. So what is something that a taxpayer can do to ensure that they're going to get that refund that's owed to them?
So knowledge is power, especially in this case. There is called a bypass protocol to make sure that refund, in the case of financial hardship, is received by that taxpayer. We do it a lot when we're submitting offering compromises with back taxes, and they need that refund to pay rent for the next month. But the timing is incredibly hard and difficult to get that right.
Got it. So it's a hardship, the established hardship
Exactly.
with the IRS, then they're more apt to give you that refund that you are owed.
Right, because you need it.
Even though there was prior balance.
Exactly. So
Okay.
there is some mercy.
That's a big hurdle.
It is a big hurdle, and you really have to thread the needle for that one.
Got it. So that's difficult. What are some other things a taxpayer can do to have visibility into whether they're going to get that refund or not for the most recent year?
Great call. You need to understand exactly what's happening on your tax account. Whether, from your perspective, you never filed, don't have issues because you never maybe opened a letter from the IRS. Getting an online account with the IRS is one step, or just getting representation, such as Optima Tax Shield, which can provide you a 360 view of your tax account.
Good point. Optima Tax Shield will give you a historical record of your taxes. And even though an IRS tax account with the IRS will show zero balance, what an Optima Tax Shield report will show you that these are potential balances, and the IRS is more than likely going to withhold your refund, correct?
Right. Or hold it up or take it even.
Understand. Great information, Phil. One last question. How long can a taxpayer claim a refund that they're owed?
Really great question. You can't go back 10 years and file all your returns and, collect all the refunds with interest, by the way. You have 3 years from the due date of the return to file your return to claim that refund.
So every year we see balances expire that are go unclaimed, right?
Unclaimed money for taxpayers, their money gone.
And I believe that's around $1 billion of unclaimed refunds this year, as I remember.
I expect so.
A great episode today, Phil. Any last parting words?
As usual, do something. You definitely want to find out what's happening on your tax account before you file those returns with refunds.
Good point. And the way you can do that is go to Optima Tax Shield, enroll to become a customer. We'll have all the answers for you. Thank you for joining us today, everyone. We'll see you next time. Hey, everyone. Thank you for watching today. Please remember to like
and subscribe.
And if you are a taxpayer who owes, we encourage you to go to our website, optimataxrelief.com.
And remember, do something.